Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a really good mood because this is the second YouTube video that I'm filming today, and I already uploaded one, filmed one, synced like all the sound and everything, and now I'm filming my second one of the day, so I'm happy because things are just getting done. So today we're doing the part 2 of how to deal with blue days. The reason we're doing a part 2 is because I was wearing this microphone and I literally had it on the wrong way around. So the bit that's supposed to record was like touching against my skin or my cardigan or whatever, and half of the video was muffled, but I still put half of it out. So this is part 2. It was too long anyway, so whatever. We're here now. So these are my tips and my tricks, small tips and tricks for if you're having a sad day or a blue day or an off day, or like you just don't want to do anything and get out of bed, you just feel depressed and you do not have enough energy for the world day, which we all go through. So on the list I have got, and I think this is a good one to be honest, I've got just try and stay off social media. I have personally, I've written this down, I locked it from my home screen. So I went on my home screen, locked the app. Literally, to be able to access Instagram, I have to go onto the app store, type in Instagram, then it comes up, then I have to click open, still in the app store, and then I have to put my password in, and then I can access Instagram. So it's a whole process. The reason I've got stay off social media when you're not feeling good, I feel like, I don't know, I've even stopped watching other people's stories. Like genuinely, I don't watch people's stories. I feel like Instagram breeds comparison. Naturally, we're all humans. Say if you're having a bad day and then you go on Instagram and you can see other people living their best life, it can naturally put pressure on you and make you think like, oh, should I be doing more? Could I be doing more? Should I be going out? Should I have not said no to going to that party? Should I be traveling? Should I be like wearing clothes like that? And like, your own sense of self can get so confused between all the different things that you see that it really doesn't help towards the journey of finding who you are authentically. And I think that's the most important thing we're all doing here in this lifetime, is finding who we are as an individual. So I think that social media breeds comparison and it just creates like an unsteadiness. I think if you're really in a good frame of mind and you like know who you are, you confidently put something out or whatever, and you're like really happy and confident in yourself, then yeah, like it's a great place to feel inspired. You can also genuinely see other people doing cool things with their lives and it can make you think, oh, I'm so happy for them, that's so cool. But if you're having a bad day, it's probably not going to go in that direction. But you know, we're all humans and we do all have this emotion of like comparing and always wanting more and stuff like that. It's totally normal. So I would just say, probably if you're having a blue day, stay off social media or lock it off your home screen if you can. And you know, like the whole process that I told you guys, like going to the app store, having to type in my password. By the time I've done all that, most of the time I'm like, oh, I can't even be bothered, because it's such a process to get onto Instagram now for me. Also, just having to go through all those little steps to get onto Instagram, it gives you a couple of seconds to actually breathe and think like, do I even want to go on there anyway? Your muscle memory, your mind muscle memory takes over and you're just so used to clicking it in that space. Most of the time, you're not even doing it consciously. You're literally just unlocking your phone, clicking on Instagram, unlocking your phone, clicking on Instagram. Like we do it all the time. I've seen my friends do it when I'm like peeping at their screen, opening, clicking on Instagram, and they're like skipping through people's stories and not even watching them. Like I've genuinely seen my friends just skip, and then they'll see something interesting, hold it for like a microsecond and then skip again. You're doing it without even thinking. So when you put that little barrier in place of having to do all those steps to get on it, in the meantime, you think, oh, do I even want to do this? Yeah, I think just putting that little thing in place really stops you. It just takes out a large percentage of wanting to be on social media. And like I said, social media when you're having a blue day, I don't think it's it really. And then on a more positive note, I've got make a list of your achievements, even if it's something small like helping a stranger, creating something, going to work, cooking, or bigger things that you've done. You can put those down too. I really am hard on myself, so this works really well for me because I always feel like I could be doing more. But when I do this activity, I feel proud of myself, I feel more relaxed and empowered, and it just makes me think, oh, like you've done a lot, you know, in this lifetime. From where you started to where you are now, you've done a lot. But we can so quickly get in the mindset of lack, like, have I done enough? Am I doing as well as my peers? Have I achieved things that that person's achieved? Or could I be doing more? Have people become greater than me at my age? Have people become more successful than me at a younger age. Like, all these things go through my head, and I'm sure they go through yours too. And it's quite normal for us to compare. But honestly, once you make the list and you see when you had all the innocence of a child of like, oh, I wonder what I'll be like when I'm older, and then you can look back at like all the things that you've achieved, it can really, really boost your confidence and just empower you. It just makes me feel better, and I'm just like, you know what, actually I kind of then look at myself from the outside in and be like, you know what, like if I didn't know you and I saw that you did all these things, I'd be like, damn girl, she did well. But some days I don't look at myself and think that. I think like, oh, I could be doing better. I always think I could be doing better. So this list thing that I do, this activity of writing a list of a few things that I've achieved, really, really helps. And then what happens is on the blue day, the day I'm not feeling well or good, is instead of being in a space of lack and it just going on a downward spiral, I am now acting from a place of my cup being full and me thinking, actually, like I've done all these things already. So personally, that makes me want to do more. It's like, well, I've already done like all these things, so now I can go to the gym. Or I'm going to get ready and do this because now I'm building on what I've already achieved, instead of thinking I've achieved nothing, I can't even be bothered to get out of bed, like what's the point, you know, like I'm so behind. Completely different mindset shift just from writing a list of the things that you've already achieved in life. So I find that activity very powerful. Okay, now I've got, this is a bit of a tough one, but I've got sit down and feel your emotions. No phone, no distractions, just sit in the uncomfortable energy and let it rise to the surface. Once you've brought the feeling into awareness, you really don't have to do much more. You don't need to correct or replace it. Just become aware of it and feel the feeling through, feel the emotion through. It's like when you have a muscle cramp and then sometimes you just have to stretch out the cramp. You're stretching out the feeling by becoming aware of it and just observing it. So I feel like this takes me back to when I first read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He basically says to dissolve an emotion. So if you're feeling sad, you don't have to counteract it with a new feeling of feeling happy. You just have to shine some light on it, and the light is the awareness. So say if you're feeling blue and you're feeling sad, it's really tough, it's a big ask, but try and sit with the feeling. So in complete silence, just you and the feeling, and feel the feeling of feeling uncomfortable. Let it boil. It could be that you're grieving and you've experienced a loss. Let it boil. It could be that you're angry with yourself or you're angry with somebody else. Whatever that feeling is, feel it through and stretch it out. And when I say stretch it out, I mean like just sit there and be in the feeling. Once you actually do this, what happens is it doesn't become this big thing in the background of your life. Feeling initially might have been this big grey cloud above your head that you're like, oh, but I already know I feel like that in the background on a subconscious level, like I'm unhappy or I feel sad or I'm an angry person. But actually, once you sit with that feeling, softens it from being this big heavy cloud, and you can see it just for what it is, like how you can see anything else in your room, like for example a book or this camera or my phone. You have become aware of it being its own thing, and you've been able to like segregate it from your other feelings. So yeah, you're just shining light on it, really. You don't have to switch it up and be like, I'm going to become aware of it and now I'm going to put happy feelings in its place. You don't have to do that. You just have to acknowledge it and like become aware of it. And I think the awareness in itself, just the awareness, will actually dissolve the feeling. It's so powerful. Again, it's such a powerful activity, and it will take its power away. So yeah, that's a really good one to do. And then I've got making TikToks or making content. And then I've written. So sometimes I literally just find a TikTok to recreate just for the sake of recreating it, just so I feel like a girl and pretty and lifted. It's a small adrenaline rush for me, and I like being in the zone of being a cool girl or having the it girl aesthetic, and it further helps me build towards my own identity and cementing who I am as a person. So part of my like belief about myself is like, you know, I like to be like, there's all these things I think of myself, right? Like in terms of my own identity, like who I am, like I'm a girl, I'm a girly girl. I like talking to people and making friends, and like I love really deeply, and I have like this aesthetic that I've built which I enjoy. Like I love perfumes and lotions and makeup, and I love creating content, and like I like being online and stuff like that. So like I love doing photo shoots, I love modeling, but I also love TikTok. So like if TikToks falls into the category of who I am as a person and it's a bit of fun, then sometimes when I'm having a blue day, I'll be like, you know what, I'm going to make a TikTok because this is just going to make me feel so much better, or I'm going to make a YouTube Shorts. I generally post them on both anyway. So yeah, I'll do that. And then when I like create it and I've got my cute outfit on and my hair and makeup done, and then I upload it and I've done my like cute little voiceover or little sound or whatever it is, I'm like, yeah, like that was so cute. And that like lifts me, and I'm like, oh, like that will be a nice memory on my whole list of things that I can look back on when I'm older and show my kids and whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's just cute. So I feel like that just lifts me when I'm having a sad day. I'm literally like, I'm making a TikTok. Or like before a night out, I'm like, okay, let's make a TikTok. I'll get any of my friends have all been sentenced to making TikToks with me, because whenever I make a new friend that's a girl, I'm like, let's make a TikTok. I just want it to be in my TikTok library of like, oh, this was an era when me and this girl used to be really close and we used to make all these funny TikToks. So yeah, I literally am like, will make everybody do something. And I think it's nice, you know, and it just like lifts you, and I love watching them back. I love making them. It's always so funny. Like actually doing the TikTok and making it is always funnier than how it turns out, because it's sometimes you're doing it in public and it's so awkward and you can't stop laughing. And it's just like a rush, it is, because you're like, if you're doing it outside or even if you're doing it in front of the other person, you're acting and whatever. So it's like, it's a rush, you know what I mean? Like it's silly. So yeah, I like that. I like making TikToks. I feel like that always breaks everything up for me in a good way. Then I've got spend some time doing absolutely nothing. Give yourself the whole day to do nothing if you're feeling really low. No responsibility, no list, no chores. Just allow yourself the whole day or whatever you like or whatever you can manage to basically give to yourself. This really takes the edge off things, gives your mind some space to breathe, and helps you realize that you don't constantly have to be in a cycle of what's next. Sometimes we forget to live life and be present in the small moments because we're trying to get from A to B. Obviously, this is quite a big one, and it's not feasible for some people to take the whole day off, because I understand that some people are parents or they have a lot of responsibility or they have like a huge taxing job or whatever. But if you're in a space where you're just constantly, because I've seen it so much with people in the industry, where you're constantly like, I should be doing more, what next, what next, what next, then this can almost be like kind of a distraction. You're in this loop or in the hamster wheel of just what's next, what's next, what's next, and then your whole life will just go like that, and then you know, click and you're at the end of your life or whatever, or years have gone by and you're like, oh, I was just literally going from A to B, A to B, A to B my whole life. So if you're feeling super low, sometimes it's good to get out and do things and be like, I'm getting up and out of it. Sometimes you do have to push yourself to get up and be like, you know, give yourself a hard push. But then sometimes you can also be easy on yourself, and you kind of have to gauge which one it is that you need at that time, depending on what state you're in, really. So if you're overdoing it, then it can be good to just have a couple of days or a day or a few hours or even minutes, like 10 minutes just to breathe and be like, this is my 10 minutes. I'm literally keeping this for myself. I'm either going to breathe, sit here and breathe, or meditate and just be present in the moment and be like, actually, I'm a person, this is my life, I'm alive, I'm living, I'm grateful, I'm here, and just have a moment. Or like I said, it could be the opposite, where you've probably done too much of that and actually you need to give yourself a really big hard push. I'm doing some kind of physical activity, or someone's just asked me to come out, I'm saying yes, I've got to go. Actually, my mum does this thing, I don't think she will mind me sharing it with you guys, where she basically puts out, and I really look up to my mum for doing this, and it's a really, really powerful tip that she's taught me, where she actually puts out her whole outfit for the next day, the day before. So before she goes to sleep every night, she'll lay out her outfit, her top, her underwear, her bottoms, jeans, whatever she's wearing, she'll lay it out the day before, so she already knows the next day that's already ready and she's good to go in the next day. Her whole outfit ready, she is going to wear that outfit, she's going to show up for herself, and that's basically where her day starts. So that is a really cool tip that I think is helpful to just push yourself out. You have to kind of gauge what it is that you need in that moment, or you could literally just try all of them. But yeah, that is one of the things that I do if I'm having a blue day. So yeah, I hope these little tips help. That is all of them for the part 2. I'm sure there's like so many more tips that I can share with you guys. So if you like these kind of videos and you're enjoying this little blue series, let me know and I can do a part 3. I'm basically uploading every Friday. I've got a schedule and I'm so proud of myself because I'm genuinely sticking to it. And this is something that I really enjoy doing, like talking to you guys. I feel like have so many stories and things that I could share that might help people. So yeah, if you guys want to hear about anything in particular, please comment and let me know, and I will do my best to make a video on it. I will see you guys in my next video. If you're having a blue day, just remember that we all go through it. Like I said in the end of the last blue day video, nothing is permanent. So if you are feeling sad or feeling depressed, even if it's gone on for an extended period of time, it's literally not going to go on forever, because things are always changing. There's always twists and turns. And I believe that the universe will intervene if it needs to and bring people in your life. Just be open to change and things like that, and then things will change for you, because, you know, things are not always sad forever. So yeah, I hope that helps. And I'll see you guys in the next video.